stretch of this training program, we have also on behalf of GIZ actually, we have a mentor, Professor who is going to be mentoring the entire process. Could I kindly ask Professor Mola Helmut to join the mic? And, well, apparently you're meant to be in the high team, but I'm not quite sure. But that's about it. Just to keep it short and straight and sharp, I'll leave the comments to the high team, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Briggs. I think we start on something. So I suppose I have some committees to God, have some opening prayers. And I don't think Lamide can be a camera woman, unless she's supposed to be on this side. But in Nia Eebd, you take over that role. I believe you are technically sound to be able to handle. Someone was to give us opening prayers, and it's not been said. So I think Lamide will give us prayer. You sit on this side.
He was supposed to.
Does he sit on this side? Yes. Yeah. You have to start to practice, because this will be the last time I'll sit in this position. You have to start to practice. Yeah. So someone to give us the opening prayers, please.
Okay, let me just very press. In Jesus' name, Lord, we thank you for giving us this opportunity to start on this event. We ask that you guide us back only by the gift in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. Right, thank you. Introduction. I think I would like to know the people who are here, who are the very brave warriors who are opening up facing the challenges that are ahead. So I start with that. I know you start to introduce yourself. Yes.
My name is Nia Eebd. I'm an architect with 5 years old.
Right.
My name is Nia Eebd No. I'm a lecturer, but I'm also one of the trainers.
Right, okay. So for Lamide, you don't do that again. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, my name is Olamide Esho. I'm the training coordinator of this program.
You?
My name is Nina Briggs. I'm an architect.
You can do it as a selfie.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are one of the support persons.
Yeah, I'm one of the support team.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Felix Netz, team leader capacity development of the Nigerian Energy Support Program.
Okay.
We already know each other. I trust many of us.
Yes. Are they friends?
My name is Helmut Müller. I'm an architect, and we were engaged for developing some material, teaching material for this workshop.
Okay. And the lady was supposed to say the opening prayers. If you went downstairs, she gave you praise now. That's good. Introduce yourself.
My name is Nia Eebd. I'm the head of administration.
Very good. Okay. And I'm Tony Oliver Gray. I am with the Nigerian Institute of Architects. We're trying our very best to see how we can get this together. We have to go through this introduction so that we can break the ice and tend to know ourselves. There's no formal speech I have to give now, except that I would like to congratulate all of you who are here, because you are very, very brave. I was very happy that in the first session, we found out that there was an outage, and this outage shows that we need to improve energy efficiency in buildings. Energy efficiency starts with consumption, reducing your consumption, but it's going beyond that. We are just at the rudimentary stages. This is the reason why We have a partner, a mentor, and an observer who has come to see how we are starting up at the starting blocks. If I would let you know, Professor Lula Helmut is one of the very best in the field. One of the very best. I know there's something about the Germans. The Germans do not give in to compromise. Whatever they want to do, they do it very, very well. That is why when it comes to automobile engineering, they build cars that are engineered like no other car in the world. Everybody is trying to compete. Everybody wants to be like a Mercedes, you know? Everybody wants to be like a BMW. Everybody wants to be like a Porsche. But you cannot be. If it's not the real thing, it's not the real thing. But we are lucky that the GIZ and the German government have committed resources in bringing an expert. Now let me tell you something else that is happening. Why I congratulate you. This course was supposed to cost quite a lot of money, but I had to rule as president that I not just have a minimal sum that can pay for your entertainment and little incidentals. And we shall find a way to bear this cost. And maybe from the Nigerian government, when we run the second to the third program, we shall be able to build up enough cash reserves. Yes. But as pioneers, do not be despaired. Because today is a very happy day for the Institute. See, as an institute, we are also registered with the Ministry of Education. We are not the Nigerian Association of Architects. Neither are we the Nigerian Club of Architects or Nigerian Society of Architects. We are the Nigerian Institute. The meaning of the word institute means that you must be able to impart some type of knowledge. And we're very happy that since 1960, this institute is trying to do one of the paramount things it's supposed to do. We are not supposed to be on either Facebook, or we talk about ourselves, or we are on WhatsApp, and we describe things that are vanished. We are supposed to impart knowledge, so that being a member of the institute, through the institute, you can be on top of your game. Now, the Germans have an Institute of Technology. Somewhere in Munich, or Berlin, there's a leading Institute of Technology that is cooperating with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and also cooperating with the Indian Institute of Technology in Bangalore or somewhere. These are key institutions across the world. What are they trying to do? They are trying to take energy to the next stage. They are trying to look for the possibilities of developing smart solutions, such that as we are all alive here, our heartbeats are working, our hearts are working. Our heart cannot stop for 1 minute. If it stops for 1 minute, what happens? We are gone. But the lights go up, the lights go on. You want to look for solutions where the light has to be on. It has to be on. You will not even know if it came on or if it went off. I know that in the oil and gas industry, they have certain solutions, inverters and new technology, lithium-ion batteries and so on. But these key research institutes, one in Germany, one in the United States, and one in India, they are looking for smart solutions to energy delivery. And where are they going to put the major market for it? It will be in Africa. So many of you are the pioneers who shall be in the forefront of this new development. You are the people who are going to open the doors and going to open new vistas of opportunities for our country. Please, we will not leave you behind. We will never forget you. As pioneers, I believe that if you excel, Professor Mula, who is here with us for the next 2 weeks, is certainly going to take 1 or 2 names back to Germany. It is not an empty boast, because when it started, there was a promise. Not just because it was an incentive that came from Felix, who said, you know, we can take 1 or 2 people to Germany for advanced training. I said, don't worry, don't worry. Let us just meet up the terms of our MOU. But true to time, the German government was able to match its words. They were able to take 2 people, and we have 2 advanced trainers now. So if I, as president, would recommend and plead with Mula that please look among all these people here, look at 1 or 2 of the potentials who could become the pioneers and leaders in Africa. If you show a lot of excellency in your assessment. I believe Mula, you take some good names back. We will certainly not go out of this group to look for those who shall be. Then one good thing that this program is bringing forward, I was very impressed when I heard Dr. Amina talking. I will exchange letters with her on email and so on. But I was very impressed with the introductory session she held. Because they said the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. If the teacher who starts to teach you nonsense, most of you will walk out of the door. If the teacher who is teaching you makes it exciting and goes down to the basic fundamentals, that which is making it possible for us to be here, that which is making it possible for you to be comfortable, that makes it possible for you to be able to read and write, you'll find out that because it's simple, these things are very simple. Electricity was developed and was discovered 150 years, almost 200 years ago, and it has moved till it reached a point it reached its peak. Now it's about to start with new inventions. Very soon, things will not work the way it's working anymore. We are hoping that someday, I hope, it's possible, Professor Muller, that we can accelerate the light. It's not a dream. It is not a dream. There are insects that produce light. So if insects can produce light, we believe that Muller is here looking for some resource persons in Africa who can join up with this global effort, and we shall be able to come up with the key to find the magic button that we can say, let there be light and there will be light. Our dear Minister for Power, you have no problems anymore. Yes, and like she said about cooling, it's possible. And it will be cool. You see, these things look like a dream. If you open this computer, this one is a little bit more compact. You see this big box, the other desktop. If you open the computer, you get very angry. If you open the computer, have you opened the casing of a computer and look into the computer, you get very angry. But there's a key magic button in there. And that mineral, which is making it possible, that singular mineral making it possible, it's only found in Africa. Am I correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Only found in Africa. So within this church of Africa, we may hold the key to the future and survival of the world. We do not know. But it is by your effort and your courage. If you remember Christopher Columbus, Christopher Columbus said what they're looking for. Looking for other routes to India. But you know, he had the idea then that the world was round, and if you sail in this direction, you could get there. You know, some people were killed. In Europe, you killed some people there. You thought that the world was round. You found the world was flat. Some people their necks were cut off because they were talking nonsense. But people had the courage. What do we have today? We have America. We have an opportunity that is there. So as you are ready with this courage to think out of the box, and you've come here to support us as partners, if you look at it, you say, Nigerian Institute of Architects and Partners. The partners will mean European Union, the GIZ, you say, and the Energy Support Group. But there are bigger partners. And you, the people, will look at you as the partners. We look at the answer to our problem lies with the younger people who are coming up. And I believe that there is a lot of hope. As I look at Amina, that is one of the things we have discovered from this workshop. Will not leave you alone, please. Amina. Will not leave you alone. I will let out the secret that he passed the commendation. She said she's doing it so well. You know? Yes. As a former professor. So we thank you very much for coming here. And I don't know, I'm supposed to talk again. I've declared the whole thing open. But let me stop here now, so that I can declare it open at 10 to 85. Thank you so much.
You need to stand up a few minutes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. it's hard for me to express how happy I feel about this event today. You know that we have been working towards getting this training to run in Nigeria since 2014. For 3 years we have been identifying what kind of demand exists there for professionals engaged in the building sector, for architects in particular, what kind of technology options are reasonable in this climatic zone, what kind of competency expectations do architects have on the community of architects for that. And I'm proud to say that at the end of last year, we have achieved setting competency standards, developing a good curriculum, a training package, finding worthy owners for this training package in NIA and in NAPTI. And the training package, this 3 years of development period, was ready only, I think it was about March this year.
Yes.
So in March this year, I sent architect Braid an email saying, our package is ready. If you can run a training program right now, we can still support it from our program. And he said, we will do exactly that. Just give me a week. And as you can see, we have word. And I was extremely nervous because I put so many conditions and concerns also forward, saying the program should not be too short because the first one has to achieve quality. The program has to be in a particular time, otherwise our expert would not be available. And there were other concerns, and he worked tirelessly with his team to address every one of these concerns by the end of last week. But I didn't have any confirmation until I came this morning and I was looking at the number of cars parked here, and I thought, what if you come upstairs and there's nobody? So I was half expecting empty tables, not knowing how many people would have been able to subscribe on the short notice, considering the cost constraints, the question of, is there any funding available from anybody for this? Because GIZ is not funding this program. It is really NIA's own program. And I must say, seeing all of you here, I'm delighted because it means the plan of us and NIA has worked. But the result of this is architect Braid's effort of making it work, of attracting funding, of attracting people saying, yes, we can commit to this agenda. I'm extremely happy and proud to see you here. Yeah. Thank you. And maybe at this moment it's the right point to introduce Professor Müller, who has been, from when the first idea was dropped, in a position to say, I would be interested to come and guide as a coach this very first training to be conducted in Nigeria, and this training has started here today. And he's with us, Professor Müller.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I must tell you, I'm very, very glad that I can participate in this workshop about energy efficient building design here in Abuja, and that I could contribute to the preparation of this workshop and the teaching material. I want to thank President Braid very much for his very kind introduction. And I must tell you, energy efficient building was not invented in Germany. Well, now we are trying to do our best in this field. But when I studied at the London University College for 1 year in the 70s, where we had the first energy crisis, I heard about new ideas about energy efficient building and solar architecture in London. And these ideas, they came from California and the United States, I must tell you. And somehow I was very impressed by these ideas. And then I tried to follow these ideas that I can get to Germany. And I specialized in this field. But I was trained as an architect, but I have specialized more and more. So later on, I was teaching at the University of Dortmund, and there I was responsible for the contacts to our partner universities in Africa, South Africa, Tanzania, and in Uganda. And so I learned a lot about the problems of buildings here in these tropical countries. where energy efficient building looks a bit different than in Germany. You see, where we have mainly the heating problem, where here you have the cooling problem in the building. So I think it is very important to look on the climate when we talk about energy efficient architecture. And I'm very glad that I can learn here on this workshop a bit more about building in Nigeria, how the building practice looks like, how you react as architects to the climate and to the building technology which is available here in Nigeria. I'm really looking forward to participate in this workshop as a kind of mentor, and I'm sure I learn a lot here, and I hope I can help you a little bit in learning more about energy efficiency in building and building design here in Nigeria. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. I'll try to be very short. My assignment here is just to introduce to you the faculty members. Some of them are here, some of them are not here. We are about 10 for now. I start with Architect Tony Oliver Bray, who is the program director and also the president of Nigerian Solar. Architect Abimbola Ajayi, she's absent, unavoidably absent now. She's the program administrator. She's our honorary general secretary of Nigerian Solar Architects. I also have Architect Nia Eebd No. He's the deputy program administrator. He's a man of wealth of experience. He's the chairman of the Social Housing Committee of the Nigerian Institute of Architects also, but he's unavoidably absent today. I'm sure they will all be around for the closing ceremony. Can you give him a round of applause? I have Architect David Majekotomi, who is the assistant program administrator. He's also the chairman of Student Affairs Committee. He has done a lot in the student affairs, had a lot of competitions, and this is one of his passions also. He's unavoidably absent, so I think they are in a conference, so that's why they are not here. Can you give me a round of applause? I have Architect Fomare Majoro. He's one of the program coordinators. He works with Majoro and Associates. He's also a HLFT trained or certified trainer. We were together to go for the training in Germany. So he'll be handling the Lagos version of this program very shortly. So you just give me a round of applause. My humble self.